Hello everyone, my name is Clantis and welcome to the Clan. So without further ado, let's get into this video as we're doing the self-appointed experts comment. So anyways guys, thank you all so much for submitting your comments. I truly appreciate your participation and your support in this channel. Secondly, I want to apologize that I'm looking down on you like this. That's because I forgot my tripod. That is why I just placed you against the window. Hopefully this is going to work out. Please do not forget to click the bell notification after subscribing, and don't forget to smash the like button as well, because it helps the channel to grow. So let's get to your self-appointed expert comments, where we start with Busisi, who says, Clantis, hello. Why Rata refused for Mshololo to cross-examine Gininda, corrupt judge and their children Baloy and Gininda? I have no idea why he did that, but it looks to me that, I've said this before, this judge has no respect for Mshololo whatsoever. I doubt that he even sees her. I don't know what his prejudices against women that are in law. I have no idea, because his demonstration of how he treats Mshololo is uncalled for. Then the next comment is from Joseph. Joseph says, where is Gininda supporters now? Were there ever supporters or bots that were paid to look as though they are Gininda supporters? Yolisa Balani says, love, love, love. Love to you too. Love to you too. Thank you so much. The next comment is from Patrick with the E, not an A. Gininda is evasive when it comes to answering questions. He is aware of the fact that a liar must have a good memory. He avoids contradicting himself, hence he keeps saying, I've answered that question. Gininda is a liar of note. To a layman, he can preach a lie until it sounds like the truth. He gives lengthy answers that do not answer questions. Very true. Very, very true. Busisiwe says, Gininda uyathanda definition, explanation, illustrate, ungabuzwanga. Kaze wawuphasa kanjani umusa Jesu, maybe wathenga. Hey, it's also possible, eh? It's also possible, we don't know, because, hey, we are landa nangumuntu. He speaks forever. And when you try to listen, you're like, what is this guy saying, honestly speaking? Next comment is from Tikhale. I will just use the because I don't want to butcher people's names, honestly speaking. The math is not mathing. I always ask myself, why are they 5 while the witnesses said 2 men? Senzo was killed by 1 bullet after all. Very true. Very, very true. Sydney says, Gininda is spot on with police procedures. He is intelligent and hold a brigadier director position. He never lied about police procedure. From 0 to Z, he told the truth. You should be worried about the whole defense team. Do they understand the law? What a dumb question. I don't know, you try to sound intelligent, but everything you said, you closed it with the dumbest question. Dumbest. Bongisiwa says, Basakubega ne corruption, not where ATM were dumped. Just ATM that are not working, labo clever. Purple Rain says, she is protecting by high political powers, that one. I don't know why Gininda went off handler's script this time and exposed her like that. Installment in errors, maybe her not being arrested gives me hope that so-called confessions will be thrown out of court for more. Kelly protection and accused number 1 and 2 will be free. The confessions, were supposed to be thrown out anyways, but more reasons now. Rata Baloy, Kelly protection. Did you see Rata's face when Kelly was mentioned as Mastermind? Izinyanga Zabantu, please protect Sibia and Tanzi from these lies. There's a lot going on. There is a lot that is going on. Mtokozi Silanga says, Advocate Mgomezulu is the de novo for my advocate. Yeah, definitely. I agree with that one. Mtokozi continues to say, Longwe and Chico must be brought to justice. Well, that is if there is probable cause to bring them to justice. Well, with the other one, I think there is probable cause, but the other one, we don't know exactly if those phone calls were really made between Kelly Kumalo and Chico Twala and what Chico Twala. It's just allegations so far, but I still think that phone call connections or links, they may tell the story exactly what happened, if indeed something did happen. Mthokozisi, okay, oh, I see. It was a thread. Okay, let's start the beginning of the thread. It says, Longwe and Chico must be brought to justice. There is no way we will ever know if the conversation is freely and voluntarily without introducing a law. Police procedure that will just make that possible. Body cam on when arresting or investigating a crime. I agree about the body cams. We need them. And dash cams of the police. There should be designated interrogation rooms and no one must interrogate a suspect anywhere but in the designated interrogation room. I am shocked that in South Africa we actually don't have interrogation rooms that are equipped with the equipments that are going to either speak for or against the suspect if they make a false accusation. I'm shocked. I really am. Why don't they want them is what I want to know. Number 3, interrogation rooms must be fitted with a video camera and an audio recording. Exactly. Any interrogation / confession that has no video and or audio recording should be inadmissible. Number 5, the reporting of torture or and abuse of the arrested detainee or detained suspect must be made to a public protector's office. This will mean that for the IPID to have teeth, it must be moved to the office of the PP. Good points you made there. Very good points. Thank you so much, Togozis. Mona says, I just loved the question. Did you ever see being accused of bribery? Lol. It was not answered. Of course, we would definitely would have protested if Baloy did not stand up. It was a very interesting question. I laughed a little bit when I heard that question. And when Baloy stood up, I knew Baloy was going to stand up and object. And he did. Rita M says, Futi Clantis, I think I remember them also saying, Uguti, the ammunition found in accused number 1 and 2's rooms didn't have any DNA matching the suspect. So there's that. If you guys remember. Yes, definitely. There are so many things, like so many evidence that they piled up in court that did not collaborate at all with whatever those witnesses were saying on the stand. The eyewitnesses were saying one thing, the police was saying something another. The others say, no, it was not a revolver, it's 9mm. Comes Gininda says, a revolver like? What exactly is going on? Titty, hi Titty. Titty Anna says, why is he still a police officer when he was found guilty by the High Court? Remember they reshuffled him for about 2 years so that that judgment kind of like goes away, and then they brought him back to the national office? Yep, that's what they do. That's what they do. It's a reason he keeps doing this, because he was never punished. Instead, he was exalted at the highest rank. Rata is annoying with those little giggles he makes. Yesterday, shame he was giggling. Yesterday, he came out guns blazing with giggles. I was like, who is he throwing this shade at? The defense or at Gininda? I bet it was towards Gininda. You know, this man realized that this one, I'm fucking little but ukambe amanga your whole life. That means you must lie your whole life over the fire. Let's continue. Niti says, when listening to Gininda, it seems like there are no standard procedures for any SAPS process, because he kept saying there is no law that says XYZ must be done, which I don't think is true. You are working with the most sensitive department in government. It's about security. And you are telling me that there are no laws that guide against something or for something to protect them as the police officers? That doesn't make sense to me. It just did not make sense to me. If the state believed that these confessions were strong for their case, nothing else would matter. They know that the confessions don't really add much weight. Hence, Baloyi has more than 100 witnesses. Yeah, he does an overkill when it comes to these witnesses, honestly speaking. Zotwa says, wow, thank the Lord that the liar has left the stand. Oh, thank you, thank you. I said the same thing. Yesterday, I was like, whoo, relief. You know that thorn that was under your foot and you kept trying to dig at it and it will not go away? That was Gininda. Oh, he was annoying. Nelly says, unfortunately, Rata will admit these alleged confessions because the plan was to pin these 5 suspects. I hope the Constitution will expose him, honestly speaking, because everything that Gininda said on the stand, the Constitution was compromised several times. So he might actually be pushed against the wall and rule inadmissible of these so-called confessions. These 2 will be sentenced for killing Senzo because they want to make South Africa believe that justice has been done. They just want to close the case. Yeah, it looks like that indeed. It looks exactly like that. But I am very faithful towards our Constitution that it will do the right thing when it comes to this matter. Because like I said, constitutional provisions were definitely violated by Gininda and his crew. Niti says, is Gandanda coming back for the main trial? Dear gosh, please, I hope not. Oh my Lord. You know, you just remember... He will. Just when I thought we got rid of him, no, he's coming back for the main trial. Tembela, Gininda, can you imagine if Gininda was your son, brother, uncle, father, grandfather, or husband? Such a liar. It's a punishment to have him a member of the family, Shem, I think. It would be. For me, it would be. Is that type of uncle, whenever there is a family gathering, the first question you ask, is Uncle Gininda going to be there? If they say yes, you will like, I ain't going. We will meet virtually. I'll say hi to the family virtually. Ivy says, I would like Advocate Mgomezulu to be given a space. The case is still on. MPA comes up with breaking news of the case. He's very humble. He needs the space at the present moment. I understand indeed about that one, but I usually don't like something isn't right. I get the allegation. I'm not invalidating the allegation. And also, the alleged victim did go and withdraw the case. So, for this one, I am in between a rock and a hard place about it. Whether should I talk about it, shouldn't I talk about it? But I decided not to talk about it. Joe says, thanks, Clantis, for your comments. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Joe, for supporting the channel. I highly appreciate it. Ivy says, Gininda's diary didn't mean anything. Must go read it to preschool kids, not the world. What a disgrace, especially for a senior police officer of that magnitude writes on his diaries. And somebody also who was found wanting by a high court in the Kretcher case. Surely he should have learned something. The whole point of making mistakes is to learn from them, but not Gininda. No, not him. Noba Temple says, hello, clan. Hello to you too. Hello to you too. Muketi says, Gininda must learn to answer questions. He talks too much. Yarr. He does. Oh my goodness, I've never seen a man that talks like that. Yo, I ain't gay, I'm afraid. Victor says, I do not trust Rata one bit. Yes, Clantis, I said it from the day that the DNA proved these men were not in the house. The witnesses saw the suspects in the house and the hat of one of the suspects had on. A dreadlock strand left, then surely DNA would have placed the two accused in the house. And Ndanzi wrestling with Senzo, and no DNA of Ndanzi would surely be found on Senzo. No gun residues were taken by the police on the 7 people in the house at the time. It's a question mark. This was also a major flaw on the police side, showing the incompetence. That crime scene was a joke. It was not secured. It was secured by somebody who was not supposed to be there, whom we found out later on is actually the uncle of the Kumalos. It's a mess. It's a mess. Charlotte says, morning clan, always on point. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Thank you. Mpashe says, question to Gininda was, have you ever been accused of bribing the accused or suspects before? By Mshololo. I wanted to hear his answer. He was not going to give the answer. He was going to ask protection from the judge. I think so. But of course, Baloy had to stand up and cry character assassination. It was a character prosecution. Mpahla says as well, Gininda, Mr. 30%, is busy reducing his metric marks to advocates and to advocates. My favorite Mshololo, Shapa, Mshololo, Shapa, Shapa. Mpahla says, my wish is to see Gininda behind bars and be removed from the sub's position. He's studying law. Woe to anybody that is going to prosecute if he decides to become a prosecutor. If he becomes a defense lawyer, okay, never mind. All I know is that you're going to lose your case on absolutely nothing you will say in court. That's all. Sita says, Siyabonga Ntuthuko for all the hard work you do. Thank you so much for appreciating. I appreciate that, Cynthia. Much appreciated. We would like to have Mr. Mgomezulu on the clan. Please bring him. All the best. God bless the clan family. Definitely, I am working on that. And I've already sent a communique with somebody, and they responded and said that they will definitely speak to him. So chances are we might have him this Saturday, if not next Saturday. I'm excited. Pasha says, we give thanks to all the defense cause. For me, I think all of them has part to play. All of them do shame. They worked really, really hard. Really, really hard. They punched every hole that needed to be punched and created doubt where doubt needed to be created. I'm going to read the last three and that will be it, and I need to get to work. Tsekelo says, Mgomezulu corrected Gininda's men and judge that ATM are not dumped. They were just not working. Judge talks too much and changing evidence. I agree on that about the ATMs. Nonjolem, Mgomezulu, my man. So definitely you would like to see him on the clan, right? So we are working on that. We are working on that. Matthew says, more investigations must be done to Brigadier Gininda for supporting a dirty game plan with Mastermind Kelly Kumalo. Because of the money he received, the money also, that's why he was trying to come on another way. Furthermore, subsequently, furthermore, if you put him behind bars, he shall reveal more cases by him. He is corrupt according to his explanations from the death of Senzo Mewa on affidavit forms. Something big is coming. We are asking for justice for Senzo Mewa's death. God bless Africa. Let's love one another such that we won't hurt one another to reach on that extent. Allegedly. Matthew is alleging. So to protect him, I will say allegedly. So yeah, basically that is that, guys, with your comments. Thank you all so much for submitting your comments. I highly appreciate it. I read them all. Trust me when I tell you I read them all. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.